My God, my gorgeous Virgo, listen, this is really, really important. This is really important because at the beginning of this week, I also want to say to you that at the beginning of this week, there is also going to be the beginning of a brand new adventure in your life. But this brand new adventure in your life, it is not to do with something brand new, if that makes sense. This brand new adventure in your life, it's to do with ongoing things in your life that you are doing, that you are feeling passionate about. It's to do with your path that you are currently on. It's to do with the path that you are currently on. But the problem is, and the problem was, that you did not commit yourself fully. You did not commit yourself fully to this. So this is to do with your current path. It's to do with things that you're currently doing. It's to do with things that you're trying to achieve. It's to do with things that you're passionate about, and it's to do with things that keeps you going in life in general, because every single spiritual journey is ever so different. So when it comes to you, my gorgeous Virgolini, what you need to understand is that the reason why I said that at the beginning of this week, it's also going to be the beginning of a brand new adventure. The beginning of a brand new adventure in your life, it's going to happen the moment in time you realize these mental, crazy possibilities, crazy possibilities that I'm not saying you didn't realize before, but only now they are going to become absolutely obvious, because it's a lot to do with a certain experience which you are going to have couple of days before the beginning of this week. Couple of days before the beginning of this week, there is an experience which you are going to have. Something is going to happen and you're really going to be enjoying yourself. You're going to be loving what is going to be happening, but you're also going to tap into something so specific, so unique, so spiritual. At that moment in time, this is going to rejuvenate you. This is going to refresh you, and you will realize one particular thing. You will realize what exactly are you missing out on in life, quite, a lot. And you are not kind of going to be able to stop thinking about it whatsoever. And that in return, it's going to create this really powerful energy, which is so powerful. And this particular energy makes you feel very confident. And it also, on another hand, is playing an important role when we must come out of our comfort zone. So all this, it's going to be preparing you, my gorgeous Virgolini, for the beginning of this week. So this is why, in the meantime, like I said, within the last couple of days before the beginning of this week, so you are going to have this experience. You're going to tap into something. You will see exactly what are you missing out on in life. And this is going to be such a rejuvenating experience, like there is no tomorrow. And then after that, it's also going to be the time, whether this is going to happen with, 2 days before the beginning of this week, or it's going to happen right at the beginning of this week, where you are going to feel a little bit like you want to be by yourself. You're going to feel you want to be on your own. You want to feel like, you just want to be by yourself a little bit. There are all sorts of things gonna be on your mind. Whatever it's on your mind, you should not be blaming yourself for anything. This is a sacred stage of your life, and you should be really, really happy and excited that you are here. Congratulations, my gorgeous Virgolini. That's all I can say, because the time when you feel like you need to be on your own by yourself, this is this particular insight which you are going to have. And this insight is where you're gonna realize, that you, so this is where this brand new adventure is kicking in. It's to do with that insight which you are going to have, and now suddenly you're going to become aware of these possibilities, so many possibilities that you have maybe not been ignoring on purpose, but be grateful to God and see this as a blessing, because it literally is you being able to recognize this, because my God, this is the energy which is going to lead towards your own breakthrough, and it's going to happen much quicker and much sooner than you can possibly imagine. So all this is going to lead, my gorgeous Virgolini, to actually for you to realize and understand that, you know, so first of all, you're going to become aware of these possibilities. They're going to be completely highlighted, and you're going to feel like, oh, I've been ignoring these possibilities. Why have I been ignoring this possibility? My God, such an awakening moment, baby. I'm all shaking because I'm Virgolini as well. I'm a Virgolini as well. So I'm all shaking for you, baby. No, I'm joking. But this is good. This is good. Okay, so you are going to literally gonna be thinking about these possibilities, and this is why this is the beginning of a brand new adventure, and it's gonna happen the moment in time you realize what exactly do you need to commit yourself fully to. You need to commit yourself fully to something that you're already doing, but now it's time to commit yourself fully to it, and that's exactly what you're gonna understand. And at that moment in time, this brand new adventure, it's about to begin, but it's to do with an aspect of your life that is absolutely sacred to you, like in so many different ways. Just remember, it's to do with things that you're already doing, but now they're gonna go on a completely different level. The moment in time, you know, you will fully understand. Seriously here, your eyes are going to be open like never before, and you will know what do you need to commit yourself fully to. And after that, everything is going to change, my gorgeous Virgolini. After that, everything is going to change literally. And you know what? It's like you are gonna have these moments where you're gonna think, oh no, this is not gonna work out. Oh no, what if I'm doing the wrong thing? Oh my God, I can't do this, or maybe I can't afford it. I don't have a time. I'm not too sure. No, baby, no. I can see you worrying still a little bit, but you are going to be absolutely fine. I know that you are gonna commit yourself fully to it. And you committing yourself fully to it, this in itself is bringing brand new responsibilities. Okay, and also at the same time, that's why I'm like, oh my God, seeing this, that you are still gonna be, after you commit yourself to it, you know, you are going to be worrying about it. Did I do the right thing? Did I do the right thing? I can literally see you being, because you committing yourself fully to this, it's also going to require from you to make certain adjustments and certain changes. And you're going to need to do that immediately. But when it comes to these certain changes, there is something which is going to be bothering you, and something is going to be preventing you to move on. Something is going to make you feel like you're not ready. No, baby, no, you must not give in. You're one of the most powerful signs of the zodiac. I don't care what people say. We are one of the most powerful signs of the zodiac. We've got everything going within us. We are, Virgolinis are smart, clever, intelligent, highly, ridiculously spiritual. People have no idea sometimes how spiritual Virgolinis are, how spiritual we are, and our ability to understand things about this life from a completely different angle. Being spiritual is absolutely everything. You know, it's been hidden from people, like how spiritual people are, and there were certain things done to people to be less spiritual, if you know what I mean. And it's all part of the very dark, dirty, negative and devilish plan that has been going on the outside world for quite a few years now. Whether you know what am I talking about, if you know what am I talking about, you are blessed. And if you don't know what am I talking about, you will probably think about it, and then you're gonna bless yourself when you realize what am I talking about. Either way, you are very kind of open-minded guided in terms of your own spirituality. You are able to understand things on a completely different level. And now it's time to take this into your advantage. Take this to your advantage, my gorgeous Virgolini. So you are going to be worrying about this a little bit. I can see you just being, in the evening, you're going to be like, oh my God, I'm not too sure that I do the right thing. Do you know what I mean? And then something very much so, really, really unexpected is going to happen. Something really unexpected is going to happen. You're gonna get an unexpected news which you did not expect. You did not wait for this news whatsoever. This unexpected news is gonna blow you away, and it's gonna confirm to you that something very kind of like something that was really making you feel dark about all this, it's actually going to come to an end, and that it came to an end. Something very dark came to an end, and this message is really going to surprise you. But in terms of guidance, my gorgeous Virgolini, this is where you're gonna like, oh my God, realize this is my omen, this is my sign. And you will know and you will clearly understand that you did make the right choice, that you did make a really, really smart decision. Smart decision. You made, my gorgeous Virgolini, the moment in time you committed yourself to this thing here, which you should have committed yourself to a long time ago. Maybe I shouldn't say this. You should committed yourself to a long time ago. You know, I'm having a go at you, yeah? Maybe I shouldn't say it like that. No, I should definitely not say it like this, because this time in between was crucial. Crucial. You have no idea how much you've actually changed, you know, within the last few years. My God, you've changed a lot. You grew, you evolve. Your view on certain things has changed so much. And this is why this is going to be so important, because you are reaching that stage in your life where you're going to start seeing things in a completely different light. Every single thing, you know, from your emotions, from your practical things in life to the business side. You know, my God, you've been through a lot, my gorgeous Virgolini, but you've also started to understand things you never understood on a much deeper level in terms of spirituality. All this has been like preparing you for this moment in time. So this unexpected situation here that you're gonna become, unexpected news, really unexpected news, but a mind-blowing news. It's also the beginning of a really good luck in your life, my gorgeous Virgolini, literally taking over. You're gonna start feeling so good. You're gonna start feeling so free, and there are gonna be so many ideas on your mind which are gonna all come from your creativity. And you're really going to surprise yourself. You will know that you're changing. You will know that something is happening to you, and it is going to be good. And it is going to feel good indeed. So the moment in time you become aware of this unexpected message here, you know that something kind of that was making you feel so dark and negative and depressed and sad came to an end. At that moment in time, you're gonna realize that you made the right choice, so that you made a really, really smart decision by committing yourself fully to what you should have committed yourself to a long time ago. You will know you did the right thing. Not only you are gonna know exactly what to do right now, you know there is something really specific that's going to be on your mind in terms of the next step here, but you're also going to become so confident about your success, like, oh my God, and this is exactly what you needed. And look, my gorgeous Virgolini, when I shuffle these oracle cards and when I focus on this, look what the oracle card is going to be. What the oracle card is going to be, my gorgeous Virgolini, okay? What the oracle card is going to be when I'm focusing on it. This is such a, you need to understand that this really is such a powerful stage of your life, you know. And look at this, an oracle card, protection. You will be protected. You will be protected. You will be guided. You will be spiritually guided, and you will be protected. If there is any doubt in your mind, just say, bye bitch. If there is any doubt in your mind, my gorgeous Virgolini, you need to understand that you will be protected and you will be spiritually guided. You know that throughout this week, you will feel like somebody is around you or something is around you. Throughout this week, you will not only feel like there is something around you, something is around you, some kind of spirit you're not going to be able to understand. You're not only going to feel this throughout this week, but like there are few very, very strange things which are going to happen. Very strange things. And these few strange things which are going to happen throughout this week, you really need to be so smart when it comes to when exactly this is going to happen. And at the time when that happens, you may kind of be a little bit scared because it may happen in a little bit of an abrupt way, but this is only to get your attention. Now, this may scare you a little bit when it happens. It's not going to be scary whatsoever. You are going to be guided. You will be guided, and I can assure you that you're going to feel some kind of entity around you. So for example, let's say you're at home by yourself like at 9 p.m. or something on Wednesday, yeah? On Wednesday at 9 p.m. you're at home, and then suddenly something moves or something fell down, or you feel like a cold, maybe really cold temperature, or you can smell very unusual smell, but you don't know where this is coming from. You know, this can happen in so many different ways. It's all to get your attention. So this is going to be a powerful sign, an indication that as soon as you become aware of this sign, after that moment in time, when you forget about that sign, okay, there is something going to be on your mind. You will try to kind of make a certain choice, and this in itself is going to help you to make the right choice. So however it happens after that moment in time, you need to understand. So maybe it's going to happen when you are somewhere outside in the middle of the forest at 2 p.m. Let's say something very strange happens, you're in the middle of the forest at 2 p.m, something weird happens, so you may feel a little bit, taken back just for a second or two. But then again, later on, when you forget about it, I know it sounds confusing and complex, but when you forget about it, you will see that what's connecting all these experiences is going to be that every single time when you become aware of like that something is around you, something happens, every single time what's connecting all these experiences, and what's the whole point here is that very shortly after that moment in time, when you stop thinking about it, you will be thinking about a certain choice that you want to make, and this in itself is going to guide you towards the right choice. Somehow, because of that, you will clearly understand the choice that you need to make. Okay, you will clearly understand which choice do you need to make, and this is a lot to do with your internal energy. It's a lot to do with your intuition, and it's a lot to do with a very specific aspect of yourself when it comes to your subconscious mind being unlocked within, which is gonna guide you in its own unique way. For me to try to kind of explain this exactly how this is gonna happen, it would be crazy, because to every single one of you, this is going to happen in a different way. So you see what I mean? So you will be guided through your subconscious mind to something really powerful. It's going to be unlocked within, and you will know which choice do you need to go for. And let me tell you that it's going to be different to the one that you would actually originally go for. So this is what you need to pay attention to, because there are going to be few different things and a few different choices and a few different possibilities which are going to be on your mind throughout this week, because there is also one particular friend who is very close to you, very important to you, very dear to you. You know this friend all your life. That particular friend is going to play absolutely mind-blowing role, because it's going to be that particular friend is going to be inspiring you about certain things that you know are really good for you, and it's to do with your lifestyle, and it's to do with you needing to to make specific changes and specific steps, you know, and all this, my gorgeous Virgolini, it's going to contribute so much towards you and kind of thinking about different possibilities and these different choices, because that particular person who is so close to you, it's really going to impress you about something when it comes to their lifestyle, and this in itself, it's on another hand going to open your mind towards the possibilities you know are good for you, but maybe you wouldn't think about at this stage of your life. It's really going to bring that nice little spiritual edit indeed. And strength. You see, that's another oracle card, strength, my gorgeous Virgolini, and confidence as well. And also, listen to me very carefully, still, at the beginning of this week, I'm sorry, my gorgeous Virgolini, but this video is taking absolute ages, and sometimes I just can't really help, you know, it really depends. I'm guided differently when I'm doing different signs, you know, and I do think that this week is going to be really crucial for you. Virgolini is coming home, baby. Virgolini is coming home. This week is going to be really important for you. I know this, trust me. And also, still, at the beginning of this week, you know that someone is going to be very, very annoying. And somebody is going to kind of be really irritating you. And there is a bit of a disagreement that you are actually going to have with somebody. And I'm sorry, but it's not necessarily whether this person is a bad person or not, but then this person, it's more like you're like a sign. What do you need to kind of remove yourself from? There is one specific person here who is having such a negative impact and a negative influence on your life. I'm sorry. This is really important for you to understand. We really need to spend the most of our time with people who are like us, with people who are open-minded, with people who are happy. I'm just trying to explain this to you, that somebody is like gonna have a little bit of an argument with you, a little bit of a row with you, a little bit of disagreement with you, but then this person has been irritating you for a while anyway. And the reason why not necessarily, it's not that I don't like this person, but it's just like to do with the karma in between you and somebody else has come to an end. But this can also indicate the fact that maybe somewhere where you work or somewhere where you're spending your time is to do maybe with one person or even a group of people, that your journey has come to an end. And this is going to be your indication who that is, for example. And I'm sorry, but this is really making your life a little bit sad and a little bit negative and even a little bit miserable at times. This life is too short to waste on a negative energy and the negative people. Somebody started to affect you in a really, really big way, my gorgeous Virgolini. And you are indeed like a little spiritual sponge, like so much. Like a spiritual sponge. That's exactly what you are. For example, if people are really happy around you, you're gonna feel that on 110th level. You know what I mean? You're gonna feel so good. You're gonna feel that so intensely, but in a good way. The same if people are constantly and persistently draining your energy, you're gonna get to the point where you are gonna start feeling unhappy and unsatisfied with things that you should enjoy on a daily basis. And this is when we start losing ourselves. So you need to identify who this is, because this is affecting your life now. And this little disagreement, row and argument, it's only going to be a clear sign and indication who this actually is. And it's also affecting your way of thinking. Almost like this person is imposing themselves at you, like all the time, you know. And as I said, it could be one person or it could be a few different people. However, this is affecting your way of thinking when you decide things, and this is getting crazy now. And you are gonna feel a little bit negative. You're gonna realize this, and I can see you contemplating, I can see you thinking, and that contemplation, nothing is gonna come out of that contemplation. But then, because you will be like backwards and forwards and backwards and forwards, like, oh my God. But then again, later on, there is gonna be the moment where you are gonna kind of like be chilling out, you're gonna be relaxing, maybe you're gonna be meditating, but there is this insight which is going to come to you in the form of you will realize this, you will realize it's time to move on, you know, you will realize it's time to move on with your life. And it couldn't have been better time for this, my gorgeous Virgolini. And let me tell you, it's happening at a time when you least expected, but then again, it's happening at the right time. At the right time, you know, you're shedding the old, baby, and you're looking towards the new, and that's exactly what you should be doing here. You have no idea. You have no idea what a positive impact, what an impact on your life this is going to make, to be quite honest with you, because you're moving on towards much better life, you know, much calmer waters, you know, you're going to be so much happier. And there is a certain opportunity that you're also going to be thinking about, my gorgeous Virgolini. There is also going to be like the certain opportunity that you're going to be thinking about that has been on your mind for a while, but it's to do with all this, but only now that opportunity is going to come up, and it's to do with you like kind of moving on with your life indeed. And also, my gorgeous Virgolini, when it comes, see, all right, they're after me. Now, by the time you get to the mid part of this week, my gorgeous Virgolini, you know what? You are... What a week. I'm going to scream, 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 I'm going to scream. My gorgeous Virgolini, I'm going to scream. Listen to me very carefully. I'm going to scream. 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 Listen to me very carefully, my gorgeous Virgolini. I am going to scream. Listen, you're gonna discover something at around the midweek, my gorgeous Virgolini. What are you going to discover? Oh my God! What are you going to discover? My God, it's going to remind you of like your childhood, or it's going to remind you of somebody really, first of all, it's going to remind you of somebody really specific in your childhood. And then you're going to then it's going to remind you of this specific situation in your childhood. Then you're going to remember something. Then you're going to remember something really specific. And what are you going to remember? It's going to bring so much hope and inspiration into your life. What are you going to remember? It's what you're going to realize. What is like also like kind of, you know, you're going to realize what you need to pay attention to, what needs more attention and care in your life. For example, what you need to give more attention to. But at the same time, you're also going to realize, my gorgeous Virgolini, some kind of unfinished business, you have to like a really kind of, you know, some kind of unfinished business. And this is to do with the past. This is to do with from a long time ago. And this is really personal when it comes to this unfinished business, my gorgeous Virgolini. This is really personal. And it means that something has like kind of really affected you in your past. And you have no idea how important this is going to be. Something affected you in your childhood, something affected you in your past so much. To this day, you did not get over it. To this day, you did not get over it. Oh my God, it was stealing your energy. It was taking your energy away because you couldn't understand this. And the reason why I'm so happy is because now what are you actually going to understand? It's also going to set you free. There is something that on one hand you have been blaming yourself for a very long time, and that's not good. But then on another hand, something was making you feel like you're a victim about something, and it is not good to feel like you're a victim whatsoever. By feeling like you're a victim when something happened to you, it's the worst thing you can do. Never, ever feel like a victim. Do not give your power away to anybody. If you feel like a victim about something, even if it's to do with you, even if something bad happened to you when you were a child, maybe you were going through something really difficult, people get bullied, all sorts of things happen. But never ever, never ever, never ever see yourself as a victim. Never ever give your power away. Rise above it. All you have to do is just see this in a different light. But sometimes I know it's difficult. It's almost impossible. You have no idea of what you are going to realize and how much this is actually going to change you. You're going to start seeing yourself in a different light. You're going to start loving yourself more. The more you love yourself, the more you're going to love other people. The more you love yourself, the more peace you're going to have within, the more you're going to achieve, and the more of this peaceful energy, a powerful energy, you will be projecting on the outer world, which in return will be bringing you the right experiences, situations, and people in your life, into your life. My gorgeous Virgolini, this was so important for you to move on from. This is so personal, and it's like something that you do not want to or do not like to talk to people about whatsoever. Just remember, only now you will be able to do so, because only now something remarkable is going to happen. Only now you will close that part of your life, and only now you will be able to move on. This is gonna be remarkable, because it's going to change you completely. You will suddenly, within the next 2 or 3 years, within the next 2 or 3 days, you are gonna feel a little bit frustrated, because you will realize that you maybe have been neglecting certain people in your life. I'm not having a go at you. This is brilliant. This was all caused by this vibration and energy. You will realize that you will feel a little bit frustrated, because you have felt that you have been like kind of neglecting certain people in your life. So this in itself has all been like kind of affecting your relationship with people whatsoever. Almost like this has been making you a little bit bitchy at times as well when it comes to people. Maybe this left such a terrible dark mark on your life that maybe you had problems trusting people, or people would start getting on your nerves really quickly, or you just kind of like, you know what I mean, it was just affecting your relationship with people. You have no idea how important this is actually going to be, my gorgeous Virgolini. Indeed, this is absolutely incredible. And you're also you are going to become aware of, my gorgeous Virgolini, what is also going to happen not that long after that moment in time. I really like this because you are going to have this opportunity to speed something up as well. You will have this opportunity to speed something up as well, and this opportunity is going to be really wise. You're going to be intuitively guided, and when it comes to you have the opportunity to speed something up, this in itself, it's to do with an element of your life that is preventing you it's to do with a certain plan. It's to speeding up a certain plan that you work towards. Okay, you're going to have an opportunity to speed up this certain plan, something that you work towards, and this in itself is going to be really wise. Almost as it's going to feel like too good to be true, but no, it is not. This is the fact. This is reality. This is happening, my gorgeous Virgolini. This is the beginning of something very, very beautiful here indeed. Not only this is going to work card, but after this moment in time, this is gonna like cause like a bit of a domino effect when it comes to other aspects of your life. So you are gonna have a remarkable news by the time you get to the last part of this week. By the time you get to the last part of this week, you are going to have a really fantastic news. And this fantastic news that you are going to have, it's really kind of going to confirm something really specific when it comes to this opportunity here, and this opportunity to speed this up, this fantastic news which you are going to have. It's not only going to confirm something really specific for you, but you're also going to become aware of like a certain information that it's absolutely so crucial when it comes to all this as well. And also, my gorgeous Virgolini, at around the end of this week, it's like, oh my God, you are going to be dealing it's to do with this problem. Oh my God, it's to do with this problem. Let me tell you, look at this. When I focus on this problem, my gorgeous Virgolini, look, Oracle card, when I focus on this problem, this is to do with like a really big burden, okay? And it's to do with compassion. You're gonna, you know what, it's to do with compassion, this problem, and it's to do, look, compassion and home. These are two oracle cards that are really pretty much so that came out when it comes to this like ongoing problem, when it comes to this burden that was affecting you. To be compassionate, I suppose, but also at the same time, when it comes to this burden and this problem, this is to do with your home, and this is to do with something that you're so unhappy with when it comes to your immediate environment, and when it comes to where exactly you are, and that particular thing that you're so unhappy with, you couldn't do anything about because of this problem, because of this burden here. So you are going to feel super happy and super delighted because there is what you're going to become aware of, that particular problem and that particular burden is coming to an end, but there is a one particular thing that you're going to need to do. So that particular burden and problem is coming to an end, but there is a one specific thing that you're still going to need to do in order to kind of bring this to an end. Do you understand? So it's to do with this problem, to do with this massive burden, but it's also to do with that burden and problem coming to an end, but it's also to do with you knowing exactly there's a one more thing you're actually going to need to do. You're going to need to be really smart. You're going to need to be really clever here, and you're going to need to be very clever. You're going to need to be really smart how you're going to go about it, because you're going to need to do something that you may feel like it's going to break your heart, but it's not really. It's just like you parting with you're going to need to part with a certain part of your life, but you're going to find this like a little bit heartbreaking, but it's not going to be, because that in that moment in time you are really going to set yourself free. And what you're gonna do is gonna really be absolutely brilliant for you in so many different ways, in terms of like your development and you moving on, going on the next level in your life. And also, my gorgeous Virgolini, at around the end of this week, I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for you. Now, this little card in itself here, I don't think I need to speak too much about it. Look at this little baby. I'm so happy. Something that you were working on, something that you were worried about, something that you put so much of your energy towards, but it's still kind of working out for you. It still wasn't kind of working out for you. You're going to have a great news. The bottom line is, my gorgeous Virgolini, that at around the end of this week, your hard work is about to pay off. On top of all this, I'm gonna scream, 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 I'm gonna scream. Raise your vibration, baby. Raise your vibration. That's why I'm singing to you, my gorgeous Virgolini. Listen, at around the end of this week, this is what I've been waiting for to tell you. And I'm so excited about this because I know how much this is going to mean to you. I know that it hasn't been easy. I know that things have been going up and down. I know that certain people have done you dirty. There were certain people that were so jealous of you, my gorgeous Virgolini, because you're so powerful. So there are lots of people naturally jealous, but keep going. Use this to your advantage, baby. Turn this into most powerful energy ever. Just saying, love you, darling, and just move on. Listen to me very carefully. At around the end of this week, you are going to have an amazing news about some kind of achievement, big accomplishment, massive recognition. Your hard work is about to pay off. This moment in time, when you become aware of what's about to pay off, at that moment in time, you will know that your life is about to change really, really quickly. Indeed, your life is about to have an ultimate change. This in itself, it's not only marking the beginning of your success and the big accomplishment, but it's also marking the beginning of a whole new stage in your life. And it's like to do with the beginning of an ultimate change. So it's not only like a big accomplishment, but it's also the beginning of an ultimate change. My gorgeous Virgolini, what you're going to realize is that you have so much to look forward to. Oh my God. Okay, my gorgeous Virgolini, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. I love you. Bye. I'm gonna scream, I'm gonna scream, scream, 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 I'm gonna scream, I'm gonna scream, I'm gonna scream, I'm gonna scream, 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 I'm gonna scream, I'm gonna scream, scream. Love you.